Great. Thanks, Chris. And if you can just mute your line so that we won't have any interference, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Next, we're going to have Dr. Nancy Legao from the Behavioral Health Consultants. And Nancy and Jim was not able to make it today. They were really the spearhead of the mental health components of the program. So Nancy's going to lead us through the next few slides and talk about her experiences with P2E.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And it also was a really great honor for us to be a part of this wonderful program and to have the opportunity to meet with every participant on a one-to-one basis. What we know is that, as you know, Joe and Adrian and Chris have already said, that long-term unemployment is incredibly stressful and has an impact on people on all aspects of their functioning in terms of their physical health, their mental health, their engagement in the community, their engagement in their spiritual life. So that when they were starting this program, Jim suggested that perhaps we provide the mental health services as something that would add a whole other level of support. The idea in general in terms of any kind of employee assistance program is that we offer confidential mental health support services for both the participants in the program, and another aspect of this was also their families, because we know that as stressful as this is for participants, it was just as stressful for their families, and so we really thought in the idea of really helping them stay steady and ready to get back to work, that supporting their family life was just as important. So we started with each person was expected to contact me, and we can move to the next slide. And an individual evaluation was conducted. It was a little bit different than a standard mental health evaluation in that we were really looking to see how they were managing stress, how they were coping. We also did an independent, objective, brief symptom inventory to take a look at how they were experiencing symptoms of depression, anxiety, and other mental health symptoms. What we noticed was that people really needed to engage in many of the other aspects of their lives, and those who did appeared to be coping much better. So in other words, those who were continuing to engage in activities, who had psychological flexibility, other means of coping, engagement in the community, engagement in their spiritual life, seemed to be much steadier. And so what we could then offer for those people who had cut off from those engagements was ways to reconnect. So this was a way for us to support them and to help them to be work ready from an emotional and psychological perspective. Again, we reiterated that they had 6 visits, so there were many people who came in who needed more than one time to sort through some of the struggles that they were going through. Other people really were helped with very much with normalizing their experience, so that just simply kind of validating and letting them know, yeah, this is how it feels, and this is okay, and this is the things, these are some of the strategies you need to move to go forward, were really enough. So sometimes it was a one-shot deal, sometimes people used all the 6 sessions and even more, and other times people then included their family or looked for couples work or support for their children who are also having trouble managing the stress. So that, I mean, I kind of summed this up, you know, rather quickly, but the idea is we were looking for a whole family and a whole person support so that when they did have the job opportunities in front of them, they were ready to go.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Dr. Legao.